Hi guys, it's Chris with City Your Homestead. So I'm going to start dinner. Tom won't be home for a while, but this is something that can warm back up pretty easy, so I'm not too concerned about it. I just felt like time to cook. Alright, so what I'm making tonight is sausage and veggie skillet. It's a 30-minute, one-pan meal, and I don't know about you guys, but I love when there's not a whole bunch of dirty dishes. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some oil in my pan. And if you guys like this, if you look under my Amazon, it will show you the link to it. And I do make pennies off of it, so if you want it, you can get it. And it's good. Alright. I don't know if I set my shop up the right way, so hopefully I did. So the first thing that we're going to do is take some of this kielbasa, and we're going to chop it into coins, because it does kind of look like a coin. They're going to drop off all the green beans that I canned for her mom too. I think that I'm going to do another half bushel so that I can make up another 22 for myself, and then hopefully they'll have some peaches when I do it too. And if Tom doesn't work this weekend, we're going to go up to that. It's up by, actually, by Renee's house. We're going to go up there to real early on Friday morning, because they open up at 8 o'clock. And that way I'd have time to stop and get green beans and peaches on the way home. So, but who knows what his schedule is. They say all the overtime is gone, so yeah. Alrighty. I'm going to keep chopping this up. I love kielbasa. I thought I'd used them all up, but Tom found one more in there. He says now it's all gone, so. Because when I find good deals on that stuff, you guys, I will buy it and keep it in the freezer, because, you know, good deals are hard to come by, especially now. So if I can get a chance to get stocked up on something like that, I do, because I know we'll use it. Now the next thing we're going to do is chop a red pepper. Does it say diced? Okay. So I'm going to pull that out. Pull this out of there. I'm going to do something this week in one of the days that I've never ever done before. And I'm kind of excited about it. Trying to get all these seeds out of here. I'm trying to branch out and do things that I think would be cool and healthy and tasty and not so healthy and whatever. Alright, so where did I leave off? Tom called. They dropped off the green beans to Courtney's mom, and she just sent me a picture of, she made green beans with corn and a hamburger tonight. So that was cool. So anyway, starting the meat over again. So we're going to chop us up a red pepper. It specifically said red pepper, and I just happen to have one. So let's get that all chopped up. I'm not intentionally looking for all healthy meals, but basically looking at things like, that looks good. And some of them just happen to be healthy. I don't know why I'm already on a, like a, you know, how you go into a plateau or whatever. I tell you, it's frustrating. I'm putting these in the bowl. Because you know me, it says to remove this and that and whatever, and you know I don't like to do that, so when these get about halfway done, then I'm going to add the rest of the stuff that I need to add. Because my point is, you know, if you're going to do a one-pan thing, I don't want to have to take stuff out. And I actually watched a video of a girl the other day that she did the same thing. She was like, I don't do that. And I'm good with that too. I'm not, no. Nope. And then we can use the top since we're dicing it. And I'm starting to get tomatoes, so I'm going to start dicing them up. And then I'll freeze them, and when I got enough to run a whole canner load, then I'll start canning them up. I know that once they get going, I'm going to be crazy busy with tomatoes, so yeah. Now it calls for just one large zucchini, but I'm actually going to use 2. And we're just going to slice those like that, in half and then slice. I should probably stir my meat here. We don't want it all getting stuck. Tom's at the chiropractor, so he'll be home in a few minutes, so good thing it's a quick dish. Now what I'm going to do, because obviously that takes a little bit longer, I'm actually going to start adding that right into it. And I think I'll put peppers in it right now too. See how quick I change my mind? Scary, isn't it? Now this asks for cilantro. Tom and I are not a fan, so I won't be using cilantro. So if there's something else that you would prefer, obviously put something in there. Let's get that one in there. I just figure I want enough of a meal that there's going to be some left for him for lunch tomorrow. If not, I've got spaghetti and all kinds of stuff canned downstairs that he can add for dinner. There's lunch, I should say. Now, before I cut the other zucchini, I do have what's left of the red onions. It doesn't call for them, but I used some today in my tuna fish, and I figure I might as well use them up with this. And it also says 2 cups of corn. I don't know if that's 2 cups, but it was what I had left in a bag in the freezer, so that's what we're using. It's a good thing I went to Horrocks today, because my order didn't have my zucchini in it. And I'm like, that's not going to work. They had a bunch of peppers there on clearance like I got before. But after that episode with the green beans, I kind of checked them out better. And there were some kind of really soft ones in there. And I wouldn't want to even just freeze those, I don't think. So, alright. This is going to be a nice full pan. Look at that. Now it says it needs a half a teaspoon of chili powder. And I'm going to make it a nice heaping one since I put that extra in there. It doesn't call for salt and pepper, but I'm going to put salt and pepper in it. See, this should still be done just about the time he walks through the door. Sometimes, you know, like we think about a piece falling on the floor. We think about all these extra spices that we need to go in there and everything like that. But, you know, sometimes just a few basic spices, salt and pepper is plenty, because you've got all the different, you know, tastes from every one of those vegetables. You don't want to drown that out. At least I don't think so. And for those of you that can't eat corn, I know there's a couple of you, you can always add a different vegetable. You know, if you have some fresh green beans or, you know, carrots. I don't know. I bet you carrots would have been good in here too. So let me bring you down here and show you what it looks like for now. And you guys know how I like my colorful food. Alright, so I'm going to let this cook just a little bit and I'll be right back. Look at this. It's getting nearly done. I love when the food's so colorful. And they say the more colorful your food is, the healthier it is. I don't know if that's the truth or not, but man, does that smell good. And you know what's funny? It's just got salt, pepper, and you know, one other spice in it, and chili powder. And I mean, yeah, it's getting good. I like cooking it this way instead of taking things out, adding things, whatever, because like Tom's favorite thing, marrying. I think everything does get like married together in it. I think it adds more than if you start taking it out of the pan and adding to the pan and doing all that. And I'll only have just a few dishes to do at dinner. That's always good. So I'm going to finish this up. By then Tom should be home and we'll do a taste test, and I think it's going to be a good one. Well, hi Tom.
Yo.
You took a piece of watermelon already, didn't you? So there's his dinner. And watermelon.
I got a little bit of everything this time.
Okay. You got caught cheating starting early. Bad Tom.
I wouldn't do that.
No. He got home a little later because he was talking to the chiropractor, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You guys get talking about football and then they don't want to stop, so I got your deal. So what do you think?
Good.
You like it?
Yummy.
Even with all the veggies in it?
Mm-hmm.
I think it looks great. Tomorrow's going to be something I've never made either, and I hope it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So, you guys have a blessed night. Be a blessing, and goodbye, Tom.
Goodbye, Tom.
You guys have a great night.